How's it going, dudes? And welcome back to Find Love or Die Trying. And then, you know what? I past few dates I went with Yui first. I'm gonna go with Scarlet instead. Scarlet. Can't say I'm surprised. There, you're two birds of a feather. Here's to hoping you both have a day you'll both remember for a change. I'm sure we will. It's funnier when you're not amnesiac. Probably is. Found Scarlet in the same place I met her. She was engrossed in a book with a pile of books next to her. They looked worn, as if they've been read over and over through the years. Hey there, Scarlet. What you reading? Hi, Asian. Just an old fairy tale. Really? I'm surprised you'd read something that would throw science out the window. I'm a woman of varied tastes. I quite like these stories, especially this one. Which one are you reading? It's called The Princess of Averanda. Really, it's silly. I doubt you'd be interested in trying me. I smiled at her. She smiled back at me in kind. Okay, I don't see why not. And she goes, it's a nice image. There's a young girl, Nira, who was the princess of the kingdom of Averanda, which was far, far away from civilization. Unlike other princesses before her, she had no time for politicking or parties. She spent all her time building all sorts of gadgets for her family and her friends, like a robot dog that would eat the vegetables they didn't want to eat. Ooh, I gotta try my hand at this sometime. Scarlet giggles like a child. Nero was a blissful, happy child. Has a blissful, happy childhood. She even falls in love with a commoner named Aloria. Though her kingdom would never approve of their relationship, Nira and Aloria never failed to see each other in secret. Every night, by the crooked trees in the western forest, I felt like I gotta yell just to be heard over the music. But I know that's not the case. But those days don't last. One day, her mother, the queen, is taken by a witch, never to be seen again. Nira is forced to become queen at the age of 16. In her mother's absence, Nira does her best to lead the kingdom, and for years, it prospers. She's like no other leader they've had before. But secretly, she wants to leave. As queen, she has no more time for the things or people that she loved. With all her heart, she cries every night alone. But she knows she can't. Too much responsibility falls on her. Then one day, Nira is cursed with by the same witch that took her mother, and forgets everything. Her name, her family, her kingdom, everything except for Aloria and the desire to leave. I didn't mention this earlier, but that looks like a manga. I just gotta say that. And so she leaves. No one in the village ever sees her again. I won't bore you with the rest of the story, but thanks for listening till now. Aw, come on. Believe me, Scarlet. I want to hear this to the end. Especially because you like it so much. I looked deep in her eyes, and I could tell just how much she loved this story. Well, there's really not much left, but, well, Nira and Loria live a wonderful life in a neighboring kingdom for many years. But one day, she remembers everything and rushes home, roaring for her people. When she gets there, she sees her people have been ruled by the same witch who took her memories, and that her people no longer prosper the way they did under her rule. In anger, Nira confronts the witch on the border of a veranda. The witch takes off her cowl, revealing herself to be Nira's mother, the lost queen. Nira's mother gives her an ultimatum. She can return to ruling the kingdom, but she can never leave again. Or she can leave now and never come back. And that's where the story ends. You never get to know what choice Nira makes. That's quite the cliffhanger. I want to know what happens next. Believe me too. I'm curious, what would you do in your shoes? So it's happiness for the people or happiness for yourself? I mean, how happy? I would say I would leave. I think I'd leave and never come back. Interesting, why is that? There's no point in living without love. Even if it was better for the kingdom for Nira to stay, it would guarantee her love could never be realized. Yeah, that would be my sentiment exactly. And that's just too sad. I think the same way. I love this story ever since I lost my memories. I'm sure I don't have a kingdom or anything, but sometimes you wonder, you know? Yeah, I get the same feeling too. That's just life, you know? You just have to keep moving forward. Yeah, you're right. I'm really happy that you're the one I get to move forward with, Agent. Me too, Scarlet. There's no one else I'd rather be with right here, right now. And speaking of right now, there's somewhere I want to bring you. Where's that? I'll give you a hint. I've been thinking about this place ever since you mentioned that you loved fairy tales. Oh my gosh, there's a turtle down here. Turtles! She was practically dancing around the room, taking in all the sights. By the way, I don't see any turtles. It was impossible not to smile. I figured the Ocean Palace just might be your thing. Scarlet practically jumped onto me and squeezed the life out of me in a deadly bear hug. This is wonderful, Asian. Thank you so much. You've made everything so special in ways I honestly couldn't believe, but you did it. And this is just the beginning, Scarlet. We're in this together. I held Scarlet and kissed her on the lips. It was an explosion of passion that had set me on fire as she kissed me back and wrapped her arms around me. Yeah, always. We spent the rest of the night enjoying a lovely dinner in a place straight out of a fairy tale, with nothing but love in our hearts and laughter and smiles on our faces. I can't wait to leave this island with you, Asian. I've never been this excited, this happy since ever. You make me feel like I'm living a fairy tale. You know, I've got an idea how we can spend tonight if you're interested. What did you have in mind? And what's that? I'll show you why fairy tales were written by adults. Scarlet, wow. Going a little quick there, aren't we? On today's date, I decided to take a stroll around the mansion. The night was clear, as it could be. A light breeze made it just a bit chilly, but not enough that I need to put on more. I found myself fixated on the moon without thinking. I thought I'd find you here. Why is that? Just a gut feeling, and the island-wide security surveillance system. You doing okay? Yeah, I'm just thinking. I can't believe the show's almost over. I didn't feel real earlier today. Time sure flies, doesn't it? You've only got the last third day with Yui tomorrow, then the final ceremony on the day after. Speaking of which, how was your date today? It was awesome. Especially if they did what I think they did. It was the best. My connection with Scarlet, one of a kind, and there's no one I'd rather be beside me than her. Being married to her would be like a dream come true. Well, aren't you a romantic Asian? I'm happy to hear that. If it's you two, I'm sure that whatever you two face out there, you'll be fine as long as you stick together. And if she stops turning people into zombies. Yeah, that's a conversation we have to have. Don't forget that in the prenup. Who knew that 3 dates were all you needed to figure out if a marriage would last? If this TV gig doesn't work out, maybe I should become a marriage counselor. Anyway, I'd love to stay and chat, but I've got to get some work done tonight. You prep for the ending of the show. You know what? I could use some company. And it's not like you were up to anything. Can't reach her hand out to me. Put my hand in hers on instinct. With her hand in mine, she pulled me with her to library. Now you're probably wondering why I didn't bring you here, of all places. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering why she brought me here. I like to read. You like to read? Yes. Well, yes, but no. There's no internet for us goons, so here's where we store most of our information. Records of everything, every single run of the show. Building and security details, guard, visuals, and most importantly, salary records. It's hidden in plain sight as regular books. You need to know how to decipher them, though they're pretty useless to the average person. Interesting, and also an a little unnecessary, but I accidentally, my finger twitched. I knew the state of education was bad, but not this bad. It still doesn't answer why you brought me here. Well, you see, I had this lovely chair and table here that I so love to work on. And it's truly exhausting for me to get up from this lovely arrangement to have to fetch each book I need to reference. So, you want me to grab your books for you, so you can just stay here. I'm so glad you understand. And you know, I'm doing everything I can to keep you alive. And that's just a teeny tiny favor. I couldn't help but laugh at her mock pout. Sure, cat, it's the least I can do. Great! Alright, to start, I need you to grab me the Princess of Averando, 100 easy recipes for a Philosopher's Stone, and I regret everything. Apparently he regrets everything. This must be the 100th batch of books I've had to deliver. It's been hours. Seriously, whoever designed this system to be shot was probably Damien. I tried to read a few of the books I was delivering, but like Kat said, they just seemed like regular books. And that's a wrap. Thanks for the help, Asian. I'll send you a thank you card for when you're off this island or something. At that rate, that was pretty much like labor. I like to think of it as more unpaid charity work. You've got one last date tomorrow. No mess it up. I'm curious, what's the first thing you're going to do when you're out of here? Honestly, I'm not sure. Maybe I'll try to figure out what my life was before. Who knows? That's as good a start as any. Well, I gotta get back to editing. Night, Asian. See you, cat. Guess I'll head back to my room and call it a night. And yeah, we're heading back to the room. Don't know why I had to transition between two different rooms. The alarms were deafening. We planned for every possibility. We could, but it wasn't enough. We made it to the ship, but it still wasn't enough. Our one saving grace, the ship wouldn't start. Someone tampered with it, and there's no time to fix it. That's it then. I couldn't find the words to say. I love you. I love you too, Asian. I wish we couldn't have met anywhere but here. She held me in her arms with the last of her strength. All that's left to do is wait. Goodbye, love. What is going on in his dream? I woke up with Scarlet in my arms. Did we do something last night? After talking with Kat last night, I asked Scarlet to join me for one more midnight walk. We ended up talking for hours. Phone? Sure, they were talking. Morning, Scarlet. Oh, you're awake. Hi there, Asian. He was clearly half asleep. I want to invent something that puts this moment into a bottle forever. Then I repurpose a factory, mass produce it. Love you. She dozed off as she embraced me in her arms and held me tight. We must have stayed there together for over an hour, but I wish it didn't pass by so fast. I'm so happy, you know. Why's that? No matter how the show ends, we won't be alone. What more could I ask for? I was terrified before, but now I know everything will be alright. Couldn't say it better myself, Scarlet. Anyway, Cat wants you to go on a date with someone else by now, right? Yeah, sorry about that. Don't worry about it. I've got an invention to deal with them later. Sorry, what was that? Oh, nothing. See you later, Asian. Like, what was that? Oh, look, it's Damien. And I'm gonna end this video here. Yeah, I'm gonna end this video here. We'll continue the date in the next date in the next video. So if you guys enjoyed, hit that like button. And if you're new, please subscribe. And get a friend to subscribe as well. And feel free to comment down below. And with all that said, thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful day. And I'll see you in the next video.